Hi everyone, welcome to this Selenium tutorial series. In this series, we will be learning about Selenium step by step, starting from very basics all the way to going to advanced, like framework, CI/CD pipeline, working with real world scenarios, and also like doing API testing, doing database testing. So we are going to cover a lot part of the automation testing here. Now, in this first video, we will be understanding what Selenium WebDriver is and why is it used and how it works. So basically all the architecture and what's the purpose and functionality of driver is and why use and why Selenium is widely used. So we will be discussing this all aspect of Selenium WebDriver in this video. And by the end of this video, you will have a strong foundation. And whenever an interviewer or anyone is going to ask, like, what Selenium WebDriver is, as in this whole video, you're going to use this Selenium WebDriver, you will be confident enough to answer those questions and understand very aspect of it. So let's just start with what is Selenium. Okay. So if you just Google down, so let's start with what is Selenium. Now, Selenium is a open source automation tool and it is used countrywide. Most of the companies around the world use this Selenium to automate their test cases. And any tester who has been working on different technology, whether it's Selenium or not, in the prior experience of his career, you might be using those. So everyone in the testing industry is familiar with Selenium. So basically it's an open source tool and it can get integrated with various IDE, can be used with various languages like Java, JavaScript, and Python. And it supports multiple browsers like Chrome, Firefox, Edge, Brave. Like every browser has their own libraries, I guess, for the Selenium. Most of the browsers are supported. Okay, and then apart from this, it can run on multiple operating system too. So there's no issue that for Mac it's not available or for Linux it's not available and only work on Windows. It's not like that. Like it's freely available in all those operating system too. So now this is the website which is I'm opening here. Selenium WebDriver. It gives you more information about how it is and how you can integrate and what are the methods. But we will be going one by one on each. You can also do your own homework if you want to do it. This is an official website for Selenium WebDriver. Now, whole communication is going on HTTP over HTTP port. Whether it's driver communicating to real browsers, like the Chrome driver communicating to the Chrome browser, or Chrome browser returning any message to this driver, like might be, when you send keys or you want to get the assertion or you want to you're using the get methods to get the name of the window handle. So the browser return back those value. This communication happens over HTTP, okay, using the HTTP protocols. That's how Selenium WebDriver architecture look like. You can take a screenshot of it, and you can save it for later use. Okay, now let's check. This is how basically the Selenium WebDriver architecture, and this is for the Selenium 4. Okay, this is Selenium WebDriver 4.0 and so forth, whatever version you are using it. So this is basic principle how it works. Now we will all be also looking the difference between, there are like three more WebDrivers prior to this Selenium. So that was Selenium WebDriver 1, Selenium WebDriver 2, and Selenium WebDriver 3. So we will check them out too. So now we have this Selenium version comparison table. Now we will be looking on all four versions of this Selenium WebDriver. So the Selenium 1, which is also known as Remote Control RC, um, it was released in 2004 and it uses the remote control servers plus the client library. So it always requires a server to run it. Right now, the drivers is so advanced, we don't require any server to run it. Now the communication happens over the JavaScript injection via RC servers. Okay. and it has got the limited support as it always required the RC servers. For, of course, it was released in 2004, so there is no key feature in it. It's outdated, slower, and required RC servers. Coming to Selenium 2, it was released in 2011, and it was a WebDriver plus RC merged. So it is having its all WebDriver method, but then it was also having some methods and was using the similar concept as the previous version of it. So the communication was having actually as the direct browser control. It was directly communicating with the browser. The browser supports was major, like most of the browser I was accepting that thing. It was around 2011, a long time back. Now, the key feature here is it introduced the WebDriver API and faster and stable. So it's faster and stable in comparison to Selenium 1. Coming to Selenium 3, this is for the general knowledge. This is how we are looking how Selenium was evolved. This is the information that you must know. We are not going to go in depth of it. So just an overview when this will launch and how things has been evolved. First was RC servers. Second was the merger of WebDriver and RCs. It gave the direct browser control. And now in Selenium 3, 2016 was released. So now it was using the JSON via protocol, and communication was happening to JSON via protocol, and all major browser with individual drivers were accepted, right? It was very stable driver. JSON protocol based communication was there. Now in Selenium 4, which was released in 2021, it followed WebDriver W3C protocol. So W3C is like it's the standard. Like W3C made a standard where everything, whether it's HTML, CSS, must follow certain rules and have so follow certain protocols so that the communication between all browser is seamless, and there is no, like, like there should be no different drivers should be installed, or there should be different environments should be installed to run those things. So these were the basic principles of the W3 standards, that they want to make it feasible and it should be accessible from anywhere, anytime. They don't A person or individual, whether with an IT background or not, should not be having any problem to access anything on web. So this Selenium 4 is actually following those protocols. Now the communication happens as W3C WebDriver standard, and it support cross-border standardization. So now there's a big difference. Sometimes in interview, people ask like, what is the difference between Selenium 3 and Selenium 4? They work almost similar, right? As the architecture I showed, there's the same architecture which works in Selenium 4 too. But the thing which makes it major difference is there is a cross-browser compatibility here. The Selenium 4s give you a cross-browser support. And now the key features are W3 standards, relative locators, better Selenium ID, and there is CDP. So that's actually the Chrome Dev Tools protocol. So this, if you want to, automate more and use more methods, there is more methods, and like you can do more using the Selenium 4 because it has integrated the Chrome Dev Tools, and it also have the relative locators functionality which you can use, and we will see how we can use those things. So long story short, Selenium 4 is one of the most advanced WebDriver up to date, and we are going to use the Selenium 4 in our upcoming videos to automate our test suits. So yeah, now over here, I have created you the Selenium WebDriver architecture. So now we have to understand how Selenium WebDriver works, right? So let's say you are writing your code in Java, C Sharp, JavaScript, Python, right? You might be using any language. So this language, interacts with JSON via protocol. And in our Selenium WebDriver, we have this browser driver, right? Browser driver where we have classes made upon this interface. So basically Selenium WebDriver is an interface. There are methods written there, and on those methods we have these classes which are using those methods. These are like the Chrome driver, Firefox driver, Edge driver, Opera driver, Brave driver. Each class like Chrome driver is made so that there's an internal methods which are able to communicate with the Chrome browser. Similarly is with the Firefox driver. So we have completed our video where we have got to know what Selenium WebDriver is and how many version of Selenium WebDrivers are there. In upcoming video, we will be using the Selenium WebDriver 4, and we will be preparing test scripts upon it, and we will be automating our suite. So thanks for watching this video. Do subscribe my channel, do like this video. And if you have some question, you can comment down in the section, and you can also send me an email. And I will also be uploading these screenshots and the diagrams which I have made and the notes over this video for the better use. Okay. Thanks for watching this video. Bye now.